Hey guys, how's it going? So it's Nick and this is my wife,
Charlene.
and we're the Campbells, and we're coming back again for another video. I'm so grateful that you're here. So we're going to be talking a little bit about the planner and how I realized that, man, when I was going through life, especially recently, I've just been kind of just floating around more or less, not really thinking about life and plans. And I know there's a common stereotype that, especially like husbands, this is the rap that TV gives us, and we tend to like forget important things like your wife's birthday or your anniversary, and then the idea is like you're like, oh snap, I forgot, I'm gonna have to catch back up. But that's not the way that I know any of us would like to live or want to live. So this is what our planner is here to kind of help us with, is that ability to plan for the future for when things like this pop up. So your wife isn't mad at you. She's not mad at me. So it's just, it's really nice to be able to plan through things like that. So that's helpful. And another part about the planning Ultensil here is that it's cool to plan and all, but what is the objective? What do you actually gain after going after doing your plans and planning every week and being diligent? There needs to be like an end goal, a reason why you're doing the thing you're doing. And this is why we created the vacation planner, where you are able to see different beaches and inspiration for what you want to do from being organized. How are you going to reward yourself? What are the places you can go to? So looking at that vision, we all have that idea, oh, we can actually do this. We can actually go after doing this. We can plan, we can budget, we can save, we can advance in our careers, we can advance in our schooling. Whatever it is, we can grow in that measure so that we can achieve things that we want to do, whether it be travel or whether it be donating things or volunteering. Whichever one, we need to be able to plan for these things or they'll never come true. These things don't tend to fall in our laps. So now I have my wife share.
Yes, so for Nick and I, we actually go after doing weekly planning. And so we put it in our a calendar, I guess. A goal of ours is to sit down and go through our week together. And so the weeks that we do that, it's awesome because we're able to be more productive, be more focused, and then also able to have a vision for the week. And it's super awesome because then we're like, oh man, we were able to accomplish this and this and this. But there's also weeks we haven't sat down and done our planning. And those weeks kind of go south real quick because we end up being super unfocused, unproductive, and we don't have vision for the week. And so it's really easy to give into laziness and to just be like, man, what do I do now? Okay, I'm just gonna check out. And so that's why the planner means so much to us, because we see not only that it benefits us when we plan out and have vision, but also for all of you, we want you guys to be able to have that opportunity to really go your day to day and be like, man, okay, I'm able to sit down, I have a game plan, I know what's gonna happen, I'm able to go after it with my whole heart, and it just really helps. So we want to give you guys more ease and productivity in your life, the way that we have more ease and productivity in our life when we plan as well.
Yeah, so when I was thinking about what planning means in general, in a nutshell, I was thinking about a proverb, Proverbs 29:18, where it says, "For lack of vision, people perish." And it's so true. When we go through our lives and we don't have the vision, we tend not to get anywhere. Because we don't have an exact focus. We go wherever we think is best. Like you just go with the flow. And what tends to happen when you just go with the flow is the flow is going to take you wherever it takes you, not exactly where you want to go. If you want to stop somewhere, the flow doesn't stop for you. It keeps flowing. So having that, and then having the motivation, it's very difficult to find motivation, especially to be productive. I think in our society at this point in time, being productive is like a thing that seems kind of unreachable. It's like, I want to be productive, but these things keep stopping me from being productive. I always have these things pop up, and that's because when you don't actually prioritize things that you need to do, like take care of your family and your loved ones, and even more importantly yourself, taking care of yourself. When you don't plan out your week, you'll never be able to actually achieve that plan of taking care of yourself and having priorities, and that's why it's very important. And then you don't have like a focus, a exact focus for what you want to do, what you want to take care of, what you want to achieve. And that's why we have the different beaches to give you ideas of what am I going to actually do. It gives you inspiration. Obviously, you don't have to go visit all these beaches. It says inspiration. It gives you inspiration for what you want to do after. Because a beach to you, for us, we love beaches. A beach to you could be sitting at home and watching your favorite Netflix show, like Friends or something to that effect. But having that vision and that inspiration gives us the ability to stay focused and see what our priorities are and actually grow week through week instead of just kind of floating around. So that's what's just awesome about this. And I'll have my wife share.
Yes. And so for me personally, like I've seen in the past with different planners, different things. And so something that's big for me is having enough space for the weekends, for Saturdays and Sundays, because when they, like literally it's like, okay, Monday through Friday there's more than enough space, and then Saturday and Sunday gets like this much space, and it's like, but that's when I do like the most stuff. And so that's something that we've incorporated into our planner as well, is making sure there's ample amount of space for each day of the week. And then I've heard from friends, like for planners that they've had, that's something that they don't like is the thin paper of a planner, because when you write, the ink bleeds through. And so that's something that we're also going after doing, is just making sure that the paper is thick enough so that there's no ink that bleeds through. And so we're just taking things into account as well. So we're going to go after making the best planner for you guys.
Yeah, and we really appreciate all your comments. We're not ignoring it by any means. We saw even the most recent, one of the most recent polls of which one would you prefer. Just have colored paper with the vision of the beaches, and then have black and white. And we've been listening, and these issues that you've had with previous planners, we've actually been looking at the polls. Even one of the most recent polls is that the pages can be too thin, that's something that you guys have said, or the binder is not sturdy. The binder, I've seen ones that have wire instead of like having plastic. So when you put it in your backpack, the thing smushes, and you're like, what the heck? Now the planner doesn't even flip right. So we are taking all these in consideration, and we're also going after making sure that the manufacturer that we are speaking with has all this in mind, that we're making the best planner for you. And in the next video, we're going to be talking even more tips about how to think about planning, why we do plan, and how our lives are able to get better. And we'll be taking into consideration even more polls. Don't forget to sign up for that giveaway, because we're going to be giving away the first iteration of a couple, and then we're going to get your feedback. It's going to be so amazing. We're so happy to be able to give back to you guys for all the hard work you've been doing in clicking those buttons. We appreciate it. So thank you for tuning in, and we really appreciate it. Keep clicking those buttons, showing us what you really think and feel about the planner, and we will continue to make the best planner for you. So until next time, stay in tune.
If you're liking this video, like and subscribe.
Don't forget,